Hey there, we're almost through cleaning out with our twice a year clear out sale, and we've got our last discount to make it even more exciting for you. So I've got some really good deals to show you. I'm Cadence Kidwell. I am wearing again my favorite cozy sweater, which is the Weekender, which was knit by Madeline, and it is now a shop sample / my sweater. She didn't like it on her, and I am tickled to have it. And it's been a really wild week with snow in the South. Lots of snow still on the ground 4 or 5 days later. It's nutso. So we're happy to layer up and are really excited. And I have to say, it's beautiful. And nobody told me about how beautiful snow days were. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm also wearing the Lanesboro Vest. And so this time when I'm going through the sale and the discounts, I'm going to start with the super fat instead of the super skinny. But first, we have just a few samples still left in our sale. I was going to show you this one, but it sold this morning on the way over. So I won't show you that vest. But this shawl is on sale. It was $180 and now it's $120. And it's made with a combo of silk and bamboo. And it is Stephen West's, one of his first mystery knit-alongs. And so that's marked down. Oops. And then I have two others over here I want to show you that are really fun. This one is the Sophie scarf, the ever popular and for good reason Sophie scarf, knit by Lane with Manos, and it is a linen and merino blend, and it's got that really fun variation in it, and so you can wrap it around the way sweet little Sophie scarves are and tie it up here, or you can wear it like a scarf. I saw a really cool Instagram the other day with this very manly man wearing one that his mom had made for him and showing how he could wear it over his head. It was really sweet. So the Sophie scarf is infinitely versatile. And then the last one I want to show, oh, let's see, I didn't tell you how much that was. I think I just marked that price tag off. Oh, here it is. It was $120 and now it's $80. And the last sample I want to show you here is a crocheted sample of Light Within from Fiberworks that changes colors. And it's that cowl bandana style like that. And it was $160 and now it's $100. And we won't tell anybody that you didn't make these things. So we have just a few samples left. And so we mark those down too. But let's get to some of the yarn, the Mallow, which is what I'm wearing in the Lanesboro vest. It took, for this size, took one and just a little bit. So if you wanted to make it in just one, you could make it a little bit shorter. And it is now $15. Let's see, do I have that right? It is now $15.60. It was $24. So you're gonna save $8.40 on this alpaca bulky. And we have lots of pretty colors left. Some of them are going. I think we only have 3 left of the rainforest, which is a really pretty teal. And we have, this is deep sea, a beautiful blue, really nice dark gray. This one is storm cloud. I'm wearing buckwheat, and there is just a handful of those left. But then there's also this really sweet pink too. And so also I want to tell you, for a bulky, it's 198 yards. So there's a lot of yardage in this little guy, big guy, girl. Rose quartz is this one here. Really soft. We've got our sales section by the front door, and on this cart, when people come in, they touch this and they're like, oh my goodness. So it is really lovely. Even passes the Mr. Fuzzy Goat test of putting it up on his neck. And then if you wanted a little bit more color, some of these are really great too. This one here is aubergine. We have just a handful of that pretty purple. You know, I'm gonna love this seaweed. And this is denim, a really good, nice denim. So they're just $15.60 now for 198 yards of a bulky wool alpaca blend. So that's a really good deal. You could make a vest, a garment. You could make a bunch of them, but you could make one, depending on what size, for $15.60. So that's what is happening here with the bulky, and then Melissa is making this center point popover, and we have the link for both the vest and all the patterns up there with the yarns as I show them to you. So we have the center point popover here, and Melissa is making that with the hood and all of that out of the mallow. You know that's going to be really sweet, and by the time she's finished with it, the mallow may be gone, so you don't want to miss out on that. So she'll be keeping us up to date on her progress on that on Tuesdays. So that's the bulky that we have in the sale. Then we also have some worsted. I'm going to start with this one here. This is our Saxony. It's our cashmere tweed. It just feels amazing, especially for a tweed. It was $38 and now it's $26.60. So you're going to save $11.40. And this is all we got left right now, maybe 12 balls. So let me show you some of the things that you can do with this. You could, this hat, Melissa found some new patterns for us. This hat would be really lovely in that tweed. It would still show up the stitch definition and all of that. And this pattern here goes from child to adult, the waffle hat. I have even made this hat many years ago for one of my sons, and it's a lot of fun. Very easy but satisfying. This one here is crocheted. So the snow wheat puff crochet hat would also look really stunning. And I mean, just let me grab a ball of it here. Look at how pretty that would look in this, right? And it also is newborn through adult. And then as well, I couldn't leave out my friend Sarah, my pretty friend Sarah, at Not Another Hat has written a pattern called the Candlewick Cowl, and this would be lovely in that too. And this is the only color we have of this. So, and it's cashmere and it feels really good. A nice neutral, tweedy, great rustic, but doesn't feel rustic in the slightest. Also in the worsted, one of the reasons I wanted to wear the Weekender, besides it feeling just amazing, is we have, for some reason, this keeps hiding on the website, so you don't know we have it. So we have more of it than we thought, because it was hiding and not turned on. It had a mind of its own. It was just waiting for you all to find it at a better deal. So this Alegria Grande in a really pretty olive green color called Terrarium. It was $35 and now it's $15.75. So you're going to save $19.25. You could make a Weekender with this at $15.75 to get some Manos merino yarn with 25% nylon in it. Would just be amazing. And it is, I want to see if I can get, yeah, that looks pretty true to color there. It's a really nice olive green color. And it just has a nice little glow to it also. But other than the Weekender, maybe you don't want an oversized sweater. This simple sweater that Melissa has found is also a really great all-rounder. It shows some guys wearing it here, but it's just a really great all-rounder kind of sweater. And in all sizes and actually all weights of yarn, fingering all the way up to worsted. And then other ones in worsted that we have are our, let's see, I'm going to grab all the colors that we have here. Ooh. Two more. Okay. We have a handful of each of these Urth, merino, monochrome colors. Look at those. Oh, they're so pretty together. And Melissa found this super fun pattern here called, let's see, what is this called? NEMS, N-E-M-E-S. And so you could use different colors and stripe that up. It's kind of like a gigantic Sophie scarf it's like a scarf with a hood, or a scarf that you can wrap around and make a hood. It's just really big and scrumptious. And so that we got the link for that up there, and you could put together some really great combos here. And yes, Connie, they really are. This is the lowest markdowns that we're going to have. And this is, it was $36 and now it's $14.40. So you could make a sweater, I want to show you the other sweater. Did I bring my Claude sweater over here? I'll have to find it. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm going to show you that with another one in just a minute. So this would be really pretty in that NEMS scarf, but also in sweaters. And I say sweaters just because a lot of people don't want to buy sweater quantity because it does cost more than a accessory. But at these prices, it probably does not cost more. So I will just put those right down in there and then switch over to another worsted yarn is the Maxima. This is a single ply. We have this color here, La Perla. It was $36 and now it's $15. It will felt if you want it to felt. If you apply water, friction, and heat, those three things, it will felt. We think, not just because the color is similar, but we think it would be lovely in this garter stitch Claude sweater, which is a sweater that both Carolina and Madeline are working on, probably during our last snow days. So this Maxima is really nice. This color here is La Perla, has a lilac tone to it, and it has some slight variegation to it that you can see in there too. So yeah, and they're only $15. Let's see, so that's all the worsted. Looking at my notes here, let's go to the DK. So also in the DK, we have the the Urth Monochrome. And we just have these two colors left in the Urth Monochrome. Same situation as the other one, was $36, now is $14.40. So you're going to save $19 on that. And we've got, you could actually, I think I would put these two together, or maybe you want to mix it with something else in your stash, one of each, and you can make this really pretty cowl here, the Tshirts cowl. We've shown this one before, but I still think it's really pretty. The cobblestone, you could use two skeins of either the DK or the worsted for that. A yellow right now, when it's just kind of dreary January, would be really lovely to work on. And the simple yet effective cowl, you could do that with just one of these. So for $14.40, you could make a really great accessory for somebody, maybe yourself. So those are some patterns for that DK. And then we also have in the sale some of these Terrapin leftover. These colors here. Here's the three colors. This is a cotton sock yarn. It's actually a DK, but it's kind of thin, so you could use it as a sport if you wanted. It makes great socks if you're looking for cotton. If you're looking for cotton for an accessory, you could use it for any of those DK ones that I showed you. And it was $38 and now it's $17.10. And we have these three colors left. And the yardage is 377 yards. That's really good for a DK. That's pretty amazing. Then in Manos, we have in our fingering, so getting smaller now. We started with the bulky and we're going up our rack right here. Spin it just a little bit so you can see the rack. Mr. Fuzzy Goat's over here filling orders that have come in while we're talking. So I'm going to show you the Manos Alegria. This one here was $38 and is now $17.10. It's a really pretty pale blue. This is Stratus. We have some Toy Soldier, which I've also mentioned, not sure why it's called Toy Soldier. Sometimes I can make them make sense. The Stratus, that makes sense. It looks like clouds. This is Toy Soldier, so it's a really fun green. And then this one here is Sage, also makes sense. And all three of these are in our sale, 445 yards. You can make sweaters, you can make socks, because there's a little bit of nylon in here. It's merino, it's superwash, and it's just a really great yarn. You could make that all-round sweater I showed you down here. Where did I put that here? We'll find it again. The simple sweater. You can make the simple sweater with that. You could also make this Rosella here, which is a really pretty shawl. 2 skeins, it would take 2 skeins, so that would be 28 and some change for a shawl that big. That's a really good deal. This one here, I love. I've shown you this one before. This is the kind of shawl I really like that has some solid sections and then some substantial lacy sections. I love that one there. This one's called Posy. This one was Griselia. And we both have these and all the pattern links on the website with the yarns. And this one would take 4 skeins, but because it's only $14 and some change, that's a really good time to try it. And this is the Tessera cowl there with eyelets. And right now I could really see the benefit of having something goes around my neck and around my head. Because it has been cold. I don't know how the rest of you guys do this the rest of the year. I know y'all are laughing at us because like we had a curfew and everything. We were right to have a curfew. We don't know how to drive in this. And we have no equipment here for any of that stuff. So it was right that there was a curfew, but I know that I told my friends, I told Janet and Sarah, and they're like, a curfew? Like, what the heck is going on with that? I don't know what's going on with this piece of hair either. Okay. Our socks, I call them fondly our footballs. They were $20, they're now $9. So you're going to save $11 on these. They have 459 yards. They make self-striping socks. They also make fun sweaters, baby sweaters, because you can throw it in the washer, all that good stuff. So that's a really great deal on these guys now. They're just $9. We're at the part of the sale where it's usually like every 2 weeks we mark down. So now we're in our last ones. And this is when we try to see like, lately, the last few sales, it's all been gone before this second 2 weeks is over. So we'll see if that happens here. I skipped over my Alpaca Heather. We have this color left over, which is Juanita, a really great kind of rusty clay color. And this Alara, which actually is a shawl, but look how fun it is to wear it as a fold around and make it a poncho. And this was $20, and now it's $9 for Alpaca from Manos. That's a really great deal. 164 yards in there. It's really a lovely luxury yarn. We have made, where's my sample here? We have made here this Making Waves out of another color that we had, and that took 2 skeins. So now they are $9. So you could make Making Waves for $18. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Are those all of my yarns? Oh, no. Okay. Then we have some lace yarns over here. We have these guys. They are silk lace. They are also from Juniper Moon. And 798 yards is in this. And it is merino and silk. It's a mulberry silk, so it's not a super slick silk, if you know what I'm saying. I love this because it's got a sheen to it, but it's not shiny. It's not slick and slippery. It's got a little bit of a tooth to it, you know, so just a little bit of a halo in there. I think it's lovely. And we have just these 2 colors, and they were $32, and now they're $18. So you're going to save $14 on these. And what we think would be great is the packaging that I have made out of a different yarn, but I think it would be lovely in that. This one's really, so you can see it. I'm showing it to you through both the window behind me so you can really see how it is see-through. But, you know, I wear it over a t-shirt, or I bought a camisole that's the same color. But Melissa also found some other lace patterns if you don't want to try a garment. There is this one here, Sea and Shells Stole. One ball would make this. So for $18, you could make a silk and lace shawl. Thank you, Melissa. And this one too would just take the butternut scarf. So I know that those 2 colors may not be everybody's colors, but they are somebody's colors. And I probably even wouldn't put them together, but when you look at them individually like that, in this would be just lovely. With black or gray, I would even wear that with a brown. And this one here, Oh, Amy says the Live Oak got snow too. Wow. And so here, this butternut scarf in this yellow would just be really pretty, and somebody may really just need that little bit of yellow in their life. So those are the yarns that are on the sale. We have a few kits. Let me come around over here. You can see it's all kind of bare, much more bare over here. Our Lux Flux kit. Looks like we've got one of most colors left. Is one skein of mohair and 2 skeins of a fingering, and they were 84 and now they're 41. So did I mark that on there right? Yeah. They were 82. Now they're 41. So you're going to say 41. I knew something about my math wasn't right, even for English major. So you can make this scarf, but you could also hold the fingering together and make Cool Stop the Rain, which is a pattern for a snood. And if you held the 2 fingering together, it would equal the DK in there. And you can do that with these. And we have this really pretty blue color. We've got 2 of this kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. It's the color of the sample. It's kind of like a brassy color, kind of a little bit of green. It's really pretty. I'm also fond of this pink here, which is called Cirrus, like a cloud. And this one, this taupe color here, it's wrapped like this because it comes with the pattern. Is, what's this one called? Well, the tag fell off, but we'll find it. And we'll match it with what your order is online. Okay, so we got that in the sale, and then the only other kits we have left in the sale are our little embroidery kits. These are a lot of fun. It comes with the hoop in here. The canvas is pre-printed, and then you can you fill in with the stitches. And so we have Flower Child, which was $36 and is now $9 for these guys. And then we have one book left in the sale, The Joy of Yarn. It's a fabulous book. I had just bought way too many for a previous Stuff Your Stuff event. So we just had too many. So we need to make sure they go out in the world. This is Marie Green's book. It's a fabulous book. What to do with your yarn stash, how to organize it, how to use it, what are really good patterns for it. It's just a beautiful resource. And it was $23 and now it's $11.50. And our bears twirl this way. Take a little look at these. Oh, let's look at these. The funky zippered bags. I think we just have a handful of these left because I know someone just ordered 2 of them before I started. They were $72 and now they're $28.80. So they are way more than half off. Our bears are half off. They were 40, let's see, where's my bears? They were 48 and now they're 24. I was going to show you the stockings, but somebody bought those after I prepared my script with my skit. And we've got, so for the bears, we have all these sweet colors here. They're so soft. I don't want to put it down. I'm going to take them with me over here because I have just a few more things to show you. Back over this way. Woo! Okay. The t-shirt. We have some t-shirts. The t-shirts are now 12. What I really want to tell you about the t-shirts, because I feel like it doesn't come across very well on the website, is the tie-dye t-shirt. You want to look at the measurement of it. I think it's like 38 and 40 inches. So even though our tags may say something like 2X large, this is not a 2X. So these are going to be the absolute right size for some and the absolute wrong size for others. So if you're looking at the t-shirts and you want a $12 fuzzy goat tie-dyed come together t-shirt, V-neck, who doesn't want one of those? Just take a look at those measurements there that we have, because we do list those out for the tie-dye, and I will go on there and see if I can make that clear. Because we had someone even in the store and she was just looking at the tag and I'm like, oh, we need to look at the measurements, because that tag on there is just not accurate. So we've got those, and then I think that's mostly some stitch stoppers. We're getting a brand new whole set of stitch stoppers. So I've got a whole lot of all our other single stitch stoppers are now in the sale, and you're going to save $8.40 on really all but the fuzzy goat specific ones, and that's because we had to buy a mold for those. So grab yourself some stitch markers, and I believe I'm just going to hold on to these all day long. This is what I needed all week. I tell you, the snow, again, was beautiful, but being a business owner and trying to figure out what to do with snow and keep the business running and everything else, I need a vacation from my snow days. But I'm wearing the Lanesboro Vest, which you can see this is, I believe, the size 40, and it was one skein and a little bit extra. And I pinned it to my sweater because it doesn't want to behave well on top of a sweater, but it's cold and I wanted to wear both at the same time. That's what we got for you. I'm going to go put the links up. Thanks for watching what we've got in our big sale. And we're really excited what we're bringing in to use the sale money on. So we're glad for you. Very grateful. Thank you.